Hi boys and girls, it's Mrs. K. Cooper again, and I'm here to read you the story called Measuring Penny by Lauren Leedy. I wanted to read this book to you today because you are measuring at home in math. You've been using your Unifix cubes and pennies to measure with. Now this book is called Measuring Penny, but this doesn't mean the coins that you've been using to measure with. Let's predict who you think Penny is on the front cover of our book. You've got it. It's the cute little black and white dog. Looks like she's measuring the size of his head with a tape measure. Let's find out all the other ways that she's going to measure her dog Penny. I see an inch ruler that Penny's lying on right now. And Penny loves to play tug-of-war with a tape measure, just like my puppy loves to play tug-of-war with about everything. Here we go. My name is Lisa, and my teacher says our next big homework project is to measure something. You can tell by the look on her face, she's thinking, what am I going to measure? Now this book has a lot of graphics in it, and posters, and captions, and labels. So I'm not going to read everything to you because it's a really long book, but we will read a lot of it. Mr. Jason says we can measure anything, like a sofa, a television set, or a doll. So the kids are all thinking, and I want to zoom in on this poster. It says, how tall, how heavy, how small. Measuring helps us to understand the world, which is why math is so important. When I got home today, my dog Penny jumped all over me as usual. Wow, I could measure Penny for my homework. She is a Boston Terrier and is bigger than a pug and smaller than a Cocker Spaniel. She's about the size of a Shetland sheepdog. Please, Penny, please stop drooling. And here she drew her picture of how the Cocker Spaniel is bigger, the pug is smaller, and the Shetland sheepdog is about the same size. And I believe you did that in lesson 1 in your math homework. Come on, Penny. I'll get a ruler and we'll run over to the park. Look at all the dogs out here today. Hey, get down. They all like to jump up, just like my puppy does. So friendly. Wants to lick everybody. I can't believe how many dogs live around here. Fine, I'll measure some of you too. We're supposed to use a standard unit. So let me use inches to see how long your noses are. Stop licking my face. So the Shetland sheepdog's nose is 4 inches long. See there? And Penny's nose is 1 inch long. You come all the way down, you see that? And the pug's little nose is only a 1/2 inch long. Oh, this looks like fun. I'll measure your tails with a non-standard unit. Dog biscuits. Will you please hold still? Because dogs like to wag their tails, don't they? Penny has the shortest tail. So here we see Penny's tail is 1 dog biscuit long. And the Fox Terrier's tail is 4 dog biscuits long. The mixed breed is 6 dog biscuits long. And wow, the longest tail of all is the Greyhound, and 10 dog biscuits long is his tail. And a non-standard unit, boys and girls, that's like what you're using right now. Your Unifix cubes and pennies, those are non-standard units of measurement that you're measuring with. I'll measure your ears with another non-standard unit, cotton swabs. Don't wiggle so much. So the pug's ears are 1/2 a swab long, and Penny's ear is exactly 1 swab, or I call them Q-tip long. And oh, look at the cute Basset Hound. His ears go out wide, don't they? They are 3 swabs long. Let's see how wide your paw prints are. I'll turn over my ruler and measure with another standard unit, centimeters. So here's the ruler that has centimeters, and there, the centimeter side of the ruler, it's when you see a lot of little lines. And here it shows the mixed breed's paw is 5 centimeters long. The Dachshund's is 2.5 centimeters. The Penny's is 3 centimeters long, and the Cocker Spaniel's is 4 centimeters long. I want to see how tall you are. Everybody sit. So the dachshund is 12 inches long, or 1 foot, and that's the length of a ruler. And the Cocker Spaniel is 24 inches, or 2 feet tall. And the Greyhound, he's really tall, isn't he? He's a yardstick long, 36 inches, or 3 feet tall. I'll zoom this out so you can see it better. Wow, and look at this mixed breed. He's the tallest of all, isn't he? 48 inches tall, which is 4 feet. And here's Penny. She is 18 inches tall, or 1.5 feet. Let's see how high you can jump. Penny can jump up to my waist. I could use myself to measure with, so she's the non-standard unit. And we see here waist high. There's Penny jumping. And wow, the Fox Terrier, he can jump all the way up to her shoulders, so he jumps shoulder high. This little Basset Hound, can jump up to her knees, so he's knee high, and oh my goodness, look at this. Woo, over my head went the Greyhound, so the Greyhound can really jump high. And the Shetland Sheepdog can jump chest high. And the little pug, he's just sitting there watching, isn't he? Along with the cute little dachshund. So looks like they just wanted to sit and watch, or just couldn't jump very high. There is no scale here in the park, so I can't weigh anything. Wait, I could use the seesaw to see how heavy Penny is compared with the other dogs. The seesaw is down on Penny's end, so she is heavier than the pug. So seesaws, I always loved to ride, used to love to ride those when I was your age. And let's see, oh, the other dogs are waiting patiently, aren't they? Oh my goodness. Now Penny's end is up because she is lighter than the Cocker Spaniel. She's hanging on, isn't she, for dear life? And the seesaw's balanced. See how it's straight across and balanced? So she weighs about the same as the Shetland Sheepdog. Ah, here's a scale you might see at home. You look thirsty, Penny. We better go home and get you a drink. See you later, everybody. Let's stop in the bathroom so I can weigh you. Get on the scale. You're exactly 16 pounds. Now let's go to the kitchen for your drink. And there are other types of scales that maybe you see in the grocery store. They have scales to measure grapes, for instance, or your fruit and vegetables. Mr. Jason says volume is the amount of space something fills, like water in a cup. And I believe our last science lesson with Mrs. Zimmerman, Mrs. Z, she talked about volume. A cup, a pint, a quart, or a gallon. Oh, I'm sorry. So what volume of water do you want? A cup, a pint, a quart, or a gallon? Maybe a tablespoon or a teaspoon. So let's look at those. Here's a gallon, like you might see a gallon of milk. There's a quart, and a pint is smaller. And then you might see these measuring tools in the kitchen, a half cup, 1 cup, a tablespoon, and a teaspoon. Let's see, what do you think Penny's going to want? How much water? You drank a cup of water already today, and I'll give you another cup now. I suppose you're hungry too. Now you can't have the whole bag of dog food. I'll give you half a cup. And so it's important that we measure out our pets' food too, so that we don't feed them too much or we don't feed them too little, so they can stay healthy. Sometimes Dad and I make homemade dog biscuits. We measure the ingredients so they taste good. At least to you know who. Who's she talking about? Yep, Penny. Probably not her and her dad. So, oh, look at this. I see a cookie cutout of a dog biscuit. And there's their recipe for Doggy Delights. I'm going to follow Penny around all day, Saturday, to measure how much time I spend taking care of her. Because you know what? It takes a lot of hours to take care of your pets. So here, Penny's time schedule. So this is math also, starting at 6 a.m. in the morning all the way to 4 o'clock in the evening. They end with watching cartoons. That's awesome. Wake up at 6 o'clock. From 6 to 7, patrol the house. 7 o'clock, bark to wake everybody up. Yep, I believe that. Bark to wake up everybody. 7:05, take a quick walk. 7:10, eat breakfast. 7:20, beg for scraps. 8 o'clock, howl when mom goes out because she's going to miss mom. 8:10, take a nap. 8:45, nibble some dog biscuits. 12 noon, eat lunch. 12:15, take a nap. 1 o'clock, gnaw on a bone. 1:15, investigate weird noise in the basement. 2 o'clock, snooze for a while, take a nap. 2:30, bark and run in circles like my puppy does. 2:35, go for a long walk. 3:45, carry the newspaper in, which my puppy would eat the newspaper. 4 o'clock, watch cartoons. Wow. And we will be talking about time here soon, boys and girls, in our math lessons. I'll make a poster for this part. Taking care of Penny. How much time does it take? Every day feeding her is 10 minutes. Brushing her, 15 seconds. She has short hair. Walking her, 5 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes in the afternoon, 10 minutes at night. Playing with her, a half an hour to an hour. Weekly, giving her a bath, 15 minutes to 1 hour. Clipping her toenails, 5 minutes. Wow, so that takes a long time, doesn't it, to take care of your animals. I'll measure how quickly Penny can run to different places. She can get from her bed to the kitchen in 6 seconds. Penny's breakfast dash, her bed, and to the kitchen. And our puppy likes to jump up and turn a complete circle up in the air when she gets ready to be fed by my husband in the morning. She's so excited. So Penny's time, so a stopwatch. Her bed to her dish, 6 seconds. Across the backyard, 4 seconds. Around the block, 5 minutes. To the park, 7 minutes. To my bus stop, 15 seconds. So she must live close to her bus stop. And let's see what other kind of measurement she uses with Penny. Temperature is important to Penny. She doesn't like things that are too hot or too cold. Kind of like Goldilocks and the Three Bears, right? Penny likes to go on longer walks when the weather is nice. So here it shows her testing the water to make sure it's not too hot or too cold. Oh, wow, she must not like the ice cream cone because it's too cold. And here are the walking times. So time in minutes, yeah, she can only go out for just a little bit when it's 0 degrees outside. When it's 20 degrees, she goes out a little bit longer. When it's 40, a little bit longer. Oh, wow. She loves to go outside when the temperature in Fahrenheit is 60 degrees. Wow, she can stay out for 60 minutes. That's an hour. And then it goes back down again when it starts getting too hot, like 80 degrees or 100 degrees. So I think today, boys and girls, maybe it's supposed to get close to this 60-degree mark. So if you have a dog, this would be a great day to walk your dog and for you to play outside. In fact, you can almost tell the temperature outside just by looking at her. Penny the thermometer. When it's 80 degrees, she's panting. Yes, she's got her tongue out. That always means a dog's hot, right, and thirsty. 60 degrees, 40 degrees. Oh, they're starting to add a little coat on her, aren't they? Oh, I see her shivering when it's 20 degrees. And looks like she's inside by the fire when it's 0 degrees outside. The last thing I'm going to measure Penny with is money. Mom looked through her checkbook to help me figure this out. We decided Penny is kind of expensive, so the cost of having Penny, yeah, it's a lot of money to buy a puppy, $275. Some are less, some are more. Food for a year, $400. Vet for 1 year, $120. And I've spent a lot more than that right now on our puppy, so Maybe that's after your puppy's had all of the puppy shots. Toys, collar, etc. $75. So having an animal is very expensive to be able to take care of them properly. Oh, there, I missed this ... boys and girls. We decided Penny is kind of expensive, but she's worth a lot too. Ah, I love this. The value of having Penny as a burglar alarm, because she probably barks at strangers. Oh my goodness, boys and girls, that's a lot of money, $1,000. As an exercise machine, $500, because she goes walking all the time, right? As entertainment, $20 a day, because animals are so much fun. For love, $1 million. That's the one I love, for love. And I'm sure Mr. Jason will give me a good grade on this measuring project. Penny, maybe we should change your name to Million. Why do you think that is, boys and girls? Yep, because I think Penny is worth $1 million+ to her owner. I hope you enjoyed the story, boys and girls, and I hope you get outside in this beautiful weather today. I'll hopefully see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.